2 feet below.
Happy Valentine's Day, YouTube family!
How are you spending your day?
So we decided that we were gonna do Olive Garden. Of course, you know that from my 5 best Valentine's presents. But we figured that right? So we decided that the crowds were going to be crazy and we wanted to eat. We have to eat because it's just not good when we don't get to eat and you have to deal with people and just people die and that just didn't look good.
I was gonna say I turned beastly, and then you said people die. So yeah,
it just didn't do good for the karma on Valentine's Day. Yeah, so we decided to try doing online ordering, and then our girl Cynthia, we love you, Cynthia. You're our main chick, and she went out there, braved the crowd. They messed up the order, and even when I gave them her name, first and last name, it was cold. She ordered it to be redone, and she said she wasn't going to pay for it. And bam, she delivered. We love you, girl.
Thank you. This looks so yummy. And it's warm.
Man. What else could you ask for?
So, salad, stuffed mushrooms, cheese sticks, baked ziti, and then what? Tiramisu.
And then yes, tiramisu.
Ooh.
Could have that by myself, and I would be in heaven, and it'd be, man, I'm drooling just thinking about it. Woo!
Baked ziti, I'm not lying.
So, okay, guys, so I got a text from my boy Scott today, and I love you, Scott, because he gave us our first big topic to talk about. He wanted us to talk about physical therapy, which many Crips have normally when they're younger, and they tend to get away from it as they get older.
I don't know if it was. I think I would still be doing it if it wasn't my parents' decision.
Well, see, that's the ideal thing, I mean, most of us would be doing it in some kind of way. If they knew where to go, and
start with telling me how it starts, because maybe I was too young to. I just know I was doing it. Or maybe you know a little more of the logistics of it all.
Okay, so I got started with physical therapy when I started at the CP Center. I've told you guys about that in the mainstreaming vlog. And so we did our little bit of school, and we had our PT while we were there. And I did it from the time I was 6 till about 13. And by that time I was in, like, say, 6th grade. And the thing about that was we would get shuttled from school to the CP Center and get art therapy there. Now, and that's where I met Noe. And of course, I've told you about Noe from Mortality's a Bitch. And if you want to know more about that, it's check that out, because I'll be bringing him up many, many more times in many, many vlogs, because he helped mold me. But anyways, when we would go, it was Jim Crawford, and he owned the CP Center at the time. And he would get us on these examining tables, and they were like double-sized examining tables, which was good because I hate going to the doctor and getting on those little ass examining tables and feeling like, whenever I was gonna roll over or whatever, that I'd fall. And of course, they had them. Of course, in the doctor's office, they have them flush to the wall. So when you turn over, your nose is pushed to the wall. And when you turn back on your back, you feel like you're just right there and you'll fall. Anyways, so there were these large examining tables. I guess they could be doubled as massage tables, whatever. I don't want to get into whatever all kinky stuff there might have been going on with those. But knowing I could get on them together, which there was nothing going on with that, but it just was easy because Crawford could do art therapy together. Yeah.
That they probably encouraged if she had friends or something.
Yeah, it did. We would ride each other and just rattle each other's chains, and
especially you.
Yeah,
I can see you doing that.
I mean, we've worked off each other and just beat each other up, while Crawford was working on Noe's range of motion with his legs, because Noe had MD, and the big thing was trying to keep him as mobile as for as long as we could, because the end game was, eventually he would get in a wheelchair and not be able to walk, and it would just go downhill from there, which it did by the summer of 8th grade. And
when I did my physical therapy, I was younger. Like, I know I went from like toddler to like I was 8 or 9 years old or something like that. But I don't remember having like group things, and like sometimes that involved my sister, but I didn't really go with anybody else. It was just me and them teaching me and helping me with, but more or less just me.
yeah,
So I don't know, but
I think why we got to go is because why we got to go together was because back in the day, all the Crips guys shuttled to the same school if they were in that age group. If we were in that age group, we all went to that school. That was just the way it was. So, I mean,
I enjoyed it though. I like they teach you range of motion, like you were saying,
mhm.
and they teach you how to like use your muscles, and just like they were trying to teach me how to crawl because I remember. Okay, I still do it now. They were teaching, like your right hand, left leg, left hand, right leg, like that. But I just do the same right hand, right leg, left hand, left leg, and I know that's the wrong way to do it, um,
Whatever worked.
but yeah, but they were
I
trying to
mean,
teach me how to do that and how to like just relax my muscles as best as I can and just reach for stuff. And I remember the reflex test was fun. They put the ruler on the wall and be like, okay, I'm gonna let go in a minute, and just grab it with your thumb. I'm supposed to like put my fingers on the wall or something, my hand on the wall, just grab it with my thumb once I could. I think it was my thumb, or just hold it like this and just grab it, and they'd drop it down, and I'd be able to grab it before it fell on the floor.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah.
I did, I did the crawling, and because of my hands, I did the wrists and my elbows and lifting them over my head and all that. And of course, they try to make it fun, so keep you yeah. Because it was easy to get bored, and I guess that was part of it. Was as you got older, you weren't so into it. It was like, oh crap, I gotta, yeah. Even if you had, like with knowing that we went, all the way through 6th grade together, and we would con our way out of doing it. We didn't, all of a sudden we didn't feel good, or we there was a big playground in the back, and when we had got our electric wheelchairs, we'd like make beeline out the back door, and Noe would go one way and I would go the other way, and maybe one of us got caught, but we had that gang mentality that oh, hey, you go, and that's big for her.
Yeah.
Because she hates mushrooms.
I don't mean to ruin your gang mentality. I'm just showing everybody what.
Yeah, no. It's all right. It's cool. I didn't want to ruin your thunder either. But as we got older, we had other things to do, like hang out and whatnot. And so we'd make a beeline out the back door, and Noe would go one way and I'd go the other way. And if we did it well, neither one of us got caught. But if we didn't, then we didn't rat on each other. So, and the other one trying to keep their mouths shut so they wouldn't get dragged down. But then there's that brotherhood. And so if one of us got caught, the other one tended to just be like, screw it, we're gonna go in there and just suck it up.
I'll talk about more like the exercises. I'm interested to hear what you guys would do.
Well, since I had my hands, we would do we would practice with buttons on our shirts.
Oh my gosh, that was so hard.
You know, and I mean, and you know, doing it like this and
Oh my gosh.
with
It's one of those things, right? What's it called?
a button hook. Did you ever
Yeah.
have a button hook?
Yeah.
And I don't have one to show you guys. If I can find one online, I'll put a picture on there for you guys to see, because it's something different.
I think it was just on the table. They had me sit on the table and trying to, like, you know, push me from side to side.
Yeah,
And
I
I'd have
remember
to
that.
hold myself. Like, yeah.
To try and
The stomach muscle.
yeah, yeah.
They're like, okay, try not to fall over, and you'd have to catch yourself with your stomach muscle.
And then
and your,
or they wouldn't give you a heads up and just push your ass over. And you just had to be on your toes, and that didn't look good. But yeah, and Crawford was notorious for doing that. He'd be like, okay, now, and push you, and you had to push against him. And I don't know, I don't know if it got into OT, occupational therapy territory, but like we would do like for brushing our hair, and I don't know if that was more for the, you know, for the skill or for the range of motion to get up here and comb your hair and wipe your face, you know. I don't know. And then, I mean, ultimately we liked it. So more often than not, we went. Now, like I said earlier, for us,
That's so good. Thank you, baby.
sure. For us, I don't know if they didn't want to fight us or we weren't cute anymore.
Oh my gosh.
But, well, no, because I'm not the first person that has thought that. I'll bet you. I wish Scott was here to get his 2 cents. And if I can get him in on this, I'm gonna, if I can get him to do a little bit of video, I'm gonna incorporate it into this. So, because it's always cool to get other people's ideas, because I didn't get to meet Scott until 9th grade, so I don't know what he had his therapy was like. So I'm gonna bug him and see if I can get him to just talk a little bit, and we'll see if I can get it thrown in here.
Also, I wonder if I mean, I know there's like standards and stuff that they have to meet, and they're trying to teach the kids and stuff. But when I was doing my PT, I was in New York, and
I wonder
you
what
were
that
in
was.
Texas, huh?
Yeah,
So-
I wonder if the regions were different, or if there's a standard that needs to
See that? Yeah, I wonder that.
be covered.
Because I know, I'm sure to an extent there is a standard, but I wonder if each state has a different standard. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I don't know. But
Because also, you know, when you were going back to your mainstreaming, I was mainstreamed in school until
from the get-go,
until I came to Texas. Yeah.
yeah.
And then they
And then it went
made
to
up
hell.
some. Yeah. Hmm.
You had to be in resources and
Yeah.
all that crap. And guys, she's hella smart. So for her to be in a resource class was just somebody's classification for a crip that didn't know their ass from a hole in the ground. I'm sorry to say it like that, but she never deserved to be in a resource class. Anyways, so going back to the physical therapy, it was a love-hate relationship just because it was work, and you know, really, what kid wants to work? And I guess in hindsight, I wish I took it more seriously.
I wish I spoke up too. Even
Well,
I mean, I was younger, and I probably for my age had less of a voice than Jason did at 13. But I could see. I mean, looking back on it now, of course, you know, I see what help it was doing and what help it did, and so I wish we were still in it. In fact, now we can be in it together and encourage each other.
mhm.
Excuse me. I wonder if there is such an adult like program and stuff that we can.
I actually had. Sorry, guys.
I had to feed him because I was sitting here eating and he's just watching me eat, and I could tell it wasn't working out.
Actually, was I brought this up to her
Yeah.
about, and she was like, "Yeah, they can do it."
That would be
That-
awesome.
She was talking about in-home care.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, you know what? Though companies tell me like, oh well, do you have a PT or something, or like have a nurse come out here and do stuff and.
Triple C did that for me, and I didn't even think like
Oh.
it's just
Mhm.
you don't think about these things, you know. I mean, you get to be an adult, and life happens, and if you weren't doing it from consistently from the get-go,
It's kind of hard.
it just falls by the wayside. So, I mean, I think I do pretty good with my hands and with my arms and everything, but I it could be better, and that's another thing. My boy Scott, and I'm gonna see if he'll let me throw some of his videos in there. As he's gotten older, he got serious, and he goes to Planet Fitness, and he does weights, and I mean the dude's a beast. Yeah, I mean he's a freaking beast, and I've got to give it to him, but yeah, guys, I just don't know what else that. I mean, just growing up, I loved it and hated it because
That's work.
I hate to work.
But it's work that you will definitely appreciate.
as you get
For
older,
real.
especially as you get older, and you know, you wake up in the morning and you're like, oh God, I think I just busted my appendix trying to move, you know. Yeah, so
It'll get better. I think it'll be stronger. Yeah, well, this is about exercise. I'm sure it works for PT too. One thing my karate instructor said that I totally agree with. You know, we had that debate about my karate instructor. But anyway, he said, whatever you do in life, you're never going to regret exercising. I mean, yeah, you can do it wrong and hurt yourself, you know, but I mean, if you're doing it right, you're doing a good job, you're never going to wake up in the morning and go, man, I wish I never went to the gym yesterday, you know?
mhm.
So I'll bet you that works for PT too. I think it's going to feel so much better and really happier. I mean, I think I do. I would.
I always liked when I could accomplish something.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mhm.
I'll be honest. You know, it sucked while I was doing it, but when I
Mhm.
managed to pull it off, I was proud of myself.
Mhm.
You know, and even now, when I do something, you know, like be able
Coffee.
to do the coffee
Mhm.
or do the dishes,
Mhm.
you know, I'm proud of myself. And
Definitely.
then afterwards,
I'm proud of you too, because I can't do the dishes.
you know, and so, and then after that, I'm like, I don't want anybody to do them because I know I can do 'em and I can do them well, you know? So, but guys, it's been awesome talking to you. But I'm really hungry looking at all this food. And so, but my questions to you, for you guys that have gone through PT, what do you remember? Did you like it? Was it worth your time in hindsight?
Was there a particular exercise that you remember that you liked more than others, maybe, or?
Yeah, tell us about all that stuff. Leave it down in the comments because, hell, we might incorporate it. I mean, Joey and I still do weights here.
Yeah.
So, and we've got a small vlog of her doing her weights.
Okay.
So,
2 pound weights, but I'm getting there.
yeah. So, but leave us comments, and if you like what you see, subscribe to us, and ring the bell for our next videos. And y'all have a very happy Valentine's Day, and be good to each other,
We love you.
and we love you, and check you guys later.